Hello, so yeah, I'm Aman with Uday. We are Satoshi Blacks from India, and we have built a router system where you can basically streams micropayments for data or maybe per packet, which is basically requested from the router itself. So you know that public Wi-Fi is free, and until you need it actually. So you go to airports, cafes. There is no that amount of quality of service they provide. So what we do is that we are providing a solution to that particular problem. We are making the router free public Wi-Fi programmable with the incentive of micropayments to the person who is basically providing that service to you. So you see that whenever you use public Wi-Fi, there is like a clock bandwidth, uh, not good amount of quality of service. Again, it's just inefficient, like when multiple connects. So what we do is that we add economics to it. Very little micropayments, maybe per packet, per data, configurable by the router administrator. It will request the users. They will either accept it or not. That will basically make the public Wi-Fi scenario much simpler, much compatible with the people who are using it. So this is our page where you can go and ask or join the waitlist to basically get the router, either the router firmware which we have created, and the wallet which is basically P2P wallet, and it is only specifically made for the router firmware. Now let's talk about the architecture a bit. So we have built all the things over eBPF XDP. So our whole router firmware is based out of eBPF XDP, a thing which is basically a VM in kernel, and it attaches hooks with the network interface cards, and you can basically control the flow of packets going through that network interface card. So you can join the waitlist from here. We have already provided some binaries here. You can download the wallet and the firmware agent. Request, but I think there are some certain architectures which we are not yet providing, so you need to request the access for it, and we will provide you as soon as possible. So let me show you a little example of what we are doing. Yeah, so this is the wallet application which anybody who is in that our public Wi-Fi router parameter can use to basically communicate with the public Wi-Fi router to have enabled data intentions going through that router. So once you start, so I will start here currently. Yeah, so this is my old state actually, what I have used already before, and you see the number kept increasing. So it will also kept you updated how much you have used, and what is the satoshis you have used for that particular amount of data. So for around 13 MB, you have used around 1300 satoshis. So the rate configured by the router administrator should be like 100 satoshis per MB. So you will see, you will kept using it, it will kept increasing here, and so this is a very simple and elegant application. It's fully P2P. It's fully based out of payment channels. It's properly encrypted. Even the payments are very properly being implemented, and plus there is a lot of security features we also enable, like using IPsec and DNSSEC for the devices which is inside the routers. So like everything is much secure. Everything is much like better as a quality, and you can also create more wallets. As such, you can sync your wallets. You can do whatever you want here. So you can create multiple wallets, you can fund those wallets, and here you will get all the information of what you are doing and what you are not doing. So currently I'm not using as such any internet, so might be that this data is not being increased, but let's try to use some internet. Let's go on what's on chain. Let me also show you some transaction IDs. I have been logging them out. So these are the transactions which is happening on chain, and you can see so this payment channel might be settled in like 5 seconds. So we have a threshold of like any payment channel which is being running should be settled under 5 seconds, and you can see the amount increase because we have used very less amount of data. Not like what's on chain, going to what's on chain is not that much amount of data. So 13.6 MB, 1400 Satoshi. So once you pause, this wallet application will not accept any transaction request from the router. It will only accept if you have like click start now. It will accept. It will not ask you for like the payments, because it is like directly integrated with the router itself, and it handles all the encryption, all the authorization, authentication of the router before signing the transactions of payment channels. So yes, this is like very simple Wi-Fi meter, which what we say, and our router firmware is much broader than this. Like that is our core, who is handling all the things. It is currently running inside my Linux box. So I will show you something. So you can see all. There is one more transaction which happened. So basically, what happens is that my router, I have installed that firmware there, and every packet is going through that router, and that firmware is handling the control of those packets, and it is asking to this wallet to basically fund of what you are using, which is configured by the router itself. So yeah.